All right, you guys know the drill. I got a seller who wants to sell, I got a buyer who wants to buy, and I'm in the middle. So if you watched my last video and if you were following me on Instagram, I've been talking to this one seller who has a portfolio of 10 properties. We made offers on all 10 of them in the last video, and some of you guys were wondering what happened. So this seller, he's a little bit more difficult to deal with and negotiate with. He's not super motivated. He's just, a tired landlord, older guy, ready to retire and just hang it up. Basically, right now, in the last video, we made offers on 10 of his properties. We actually got offers accepted now. It's been 2 weeks later. Offers accepted on 2 of them.
Yeah, they haven't been here or not, but every single house. You know what the insurance company's doing now? You always got to get a picture of the back of the house, or you can't get insurance. At least where we're going. It was a nice house.
This one's nice.
Yeah, that's where you're at.
Immaculate. So you print 2 copies of the contracts in person. Make sure you have a pen. You go in there, read it over with him, make sure he understands it. I'm praying there's no problems. This guy is a little bit of a loose cannon. Anything could happen. So I go over it with him. We sign. He takes his copies. I take my copies. So I walked out of there with 2 signed contracts. It was pretty dope. It took me less than a minute. This guy, he didn't even really read the contract. He looked at the name. He looked at the price. And that was good enough for him. So depending on the personality type of your seller, if it's a guy like that, you don't have to say, hey, are you sure you want to sign this, and kind of go over every point with him. You only do that if the seller is, you only need to go over the contract word for word with them if that's what they want to do to make them feel comfortable. If they're reading it, 100% want to understand everything. If they have any questions, you just explain it to them. You have to understand your own contract. So on one side, you have the analytical type personality that's going to want to go through every line in the contract, make sure they know what they're signing. They're slower to make decisions. Then you have the driver type personalities on one side who are quick to make decisions. They don't need you to explain things to them. They think they know everything type of thing. So those people will be very quick to sign, right? But it's also very tough to get them to do anything, to even get to that point. Like this guy, it's taken me 3 weeks of headache and stress to now get to this point where he was able to sign. So it really depends on your seller. I think a majority of them are going to want to go through the contract with you and understand it. You will come across some of these driver type personalities, or as I call them, assholes, that are a lot tougher to deal with. But once you know how to negotiate and deal with them, they're actually easier. Once you figure them out, it's more of a you got to let them win type of thing, make them feel like they're in control. But really, you're in control and you get what you want, which is a signed contract.